A lot of people come in looking for the MDX and fall in love with the RDX because a lot of people don't need that size vehicle. They might not have a family. They might not need a 7-passenger vehicle, and they find out that there is a huge amount of room in the RDX. Even for taller drivers, there's a lot of leg room and headroom. So it's a really nice vehicle. Well, the RDX, and there's a happy customer right behind you, of the new 2010 RDX. The RDX is more like a sports car. It really is. It's very fast. It's for 2010 they added a variable turbo system, so you get instant response off the line, which is a big improvement. The 2009 was a very fast vehicle to begin with, but they just made it even better. But it handles more like a sports car, and it's very, very agile. And the size for a lot of people, that's important. You know, you can get in and out of traffic, and to park it, you know, it's smaller than the MDX. So some people really, really enjoy that. I've had customers who came in and looked at the MDX and found out that the size inside is very, very similar. And like I was saying, for taller drivers, there's a lot of leg room, there's a lot of headroom. And with all those things, you know, for that person that doesn't need 7-passenger, they don't need something that size. It works out very, very well. You can see what they did to the front end. Bolder statement up front. And I really, really like the way it looks. It didn't depart radically from what was there before, but they just refreshed it for 2010. And one of the things I talked about was the backup camera that's standard now on all these vehicles. Has a higher resolution camera. So you can see a clearer view behind you. Now, a lot of women drive the RDX as well as the MDX. And the nice thing about that is, you know, most of our buyers have kids, and this is a great family vehicle. For coming out of your driveway, if there's something behind you, maybe like a toy, a skateboard, something like that, laying across the path coming out the driveway, it's really good because in a sport utility it sits up kind of high. You can see lower down with the camera, and it gives you a 180 degree, so it's a wide angle lens. So it's a really, really nice feature. A lot of people are surprised at how quick it is off the line and how nimble it is. You know, a lot of people associate sport utility with kind of lumbering and not as agile. So a lot of people, when they get into it, they're really, really surprised at how agile the vehicle is and how sporty it is. So it handles more like a sports car. Well, you know, there's a lot of standard features on our vehicles. Dual zone climate control is standard, so the passenger can adjust their temperature differently than the driver. That's a really, really nice feature. Paddle shifters. You know, you're going up skiing, you're driving up I-70. A lot of times driving up the hill, the transmission will try to hunt for the right gear, but the paddle shifters, you can lock it in to the right gear, and you can shift at will. You don't have to wait for the transmission to do it for you. And coming down, descending out of the mountains, it's nice to have the paddle shifters because you can use the engine to brake the car instead of riding the brake coming down. So that's a really nice feature. There's if you notice, there's audio controls, steering wheel, cruise control, The voice recognition for the navigation, the audio system, and the climate control is right here. So you can basically do everything hands-free in this car, which is really nice, or not having to take your hands off the steering wheel. Safety, it's in line with all of our other vehicles. You know, Acura is big into the safety of the vehicle, and reliability. Is a very, very safe vehicle. All of our vehicles stack up well against the competition. They're have one of the safest lineup of cars on the market. A lot of people come in after they've had an accident in another brand. Their insurance company might recommend our line to them because they're all really high on the ratings of safety. Just want to show you the usable space in the back. You have a 40-60 split in back, so as you can see, you've got a lot of room back here. When you remove the tonneau cover, which is right here, a lot of space for utility. Pretty easy to put the seats down. So you got a cavernous rear space here that you can put different objects. You know, if you're into sports, skis, snowboard, bikes, you can fit them in there. In addition to, if you use your vehicle on business or just for moving items around, you can see you've got a lot of space back here. We sell a lot of vehicles to lawyers and doctors and engineers, and I've sold a lot of different brands, and this is surprisingly how many of the same type of customers that we have. And it's the same thing with the RDX. You know, we have a lot of doctors, a lot of lawyers, a lot of engineers. The Acura and Honda, the parent company, is ran really by engineers and racing enthusiasts. And we get a lot of engineers that really like the practicality of our vehicles. And it translates, you know, people pick up on that. I would encourage you to come into the dealership, check out the new 2010 RDX. It's a great vehicle. Whether you're single or starting a family, it's a great family vehicle. And it's a great utility vehicle. And it's perfect really for Colorado because it has one of the finest all-wheel drive system on the market right now. The RDX gives you a lot of vehicle for the money. It's one of the safest vehicles out there, and it's a hoot to drive. So come on into the dealership and see me. My name is Steve Blair. Nice talking to you.